Good morning, students. Today, let us discuss stereoisomerism in complex compounds. Okay. In last class, we have completed structural isomerism in complex compounds. Okay. So now let us discuss the stereoisomerism in complex compounds. Okay. So generally here, stereoisomerism mostly two types. Okay. That means under stereochemistry of the complex compounds, we will discuss the geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism in complex compounds. Okay. So, so generally complex compounds have coordination number 4. That means here tetra coordinated complex compounds and hexa coordinated complex compounds. That means here tetra coordinated complex compounds. Okay. So here heading that means the topic is stereo isomerism in complex compounds. Stereoisomerism in complex compounds. Okay. So here coordination number 4. It may be tetrahedral or it may be square planar. Okay. The complex compounds having coordination number 4 may be tetrahedral or square planar. Okay. Now here this tetrahedral complex compound. Okay. Tetrahedral complex compound. If for suppose you know that this tetrahedral geometry, for suppose metal, here L1, here L2, here L3, here L4, tetrahedral. So this tetrahedral geometry is not suitable for the geometrical isomerism. To exhibit the geometrical isomerism, this geometry is not suitable. Okay. So generally you know that geometrical isomers are the cis isomers and trans isomers. So that must be planar. That must be planar. So for suppose here Cl, here Cl, same side cis isomer. If opposite side, that is a trans isomer. Okay. But this is the non-planar one. Okay. So two groups on the plane and one group above the plane, one group below the plane. We cannot say that similar groups on the same side or opposite side for the tetrahedral geometry. Okay. So here is tetrahedral geometry. The complex compounds having tetrahedral geometry do not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay. Tetrahedral, this one do not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Do not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay. The geometry is not suitable for the geometrical isomerism. Here, but exhibit optical isomerism. Exhibit optical isomerism. Okay. Na? So very rare actually. Tetrahedral complex compounds are very rare. Okay, with the different ligands. Here, let us discuss one example. Zinc NO2 Cl, okay, and here NH3 plus H2O. Or suppose here four are the different ligands. Four are the different ligands. We know that if a molecule having chiral carbon, that is optically active. If a molecule having chiral carbon, that is optically active. Here CH3, here chlorine, here bromine, here hydrogen. This is the chiral carbon. So it exists in a two forms, dextro and levo. Okay, that exists in a two forms, dextro and levo. Now here, this complex compound undergo sp3 hybridization. Okay, there is a s orbital vacant. It is a Zn plus 2 actually. It is Zn plus 2. So completely filled D subshell is there. So its hybridization is sp3. That means tetrahedral. So here this one can be exist in different forms. Okay, Cl here NH3 here H2. Okay, this tetrahedral geometry. This molecule, this complex compound exhibit geometrical isomerism. If it is a dextro form, it is a D form, then we have another form that is a L1, L form, that means NH3, here Cl. Okay, this is L form. Okay, So here where you can see the very rare complex compounds which having tetrahedral geometry and exhibit optical isomerism. Okay, and here the one more example is, okay, one more example is, that is beryllium. Beryllium. Okay, so just wait here in this case. Yes, directly I'm writing the structure. This is a beryllium, and here this is oxygen double bond here, CH3 and CH double bond C here, phenyl. Here in this case, O minus, this one. Okay. Next one here, oxygen here, ox. Double bond C here, CH double bond C, O minus, this one. Okay, day 2 bond. Here this one have phenyl, this one has CH. Okay. So here in this case, this one sp3 hybridization and tetrahedral. sp3 hybridization and tetrahedral. So in this case, it is a non-planar action. So generally we are studying optical isomerism in spiro compounds. Okay, in spiro compounds. Here it is a sp3 carbon. Okay, sp3 carbon. That is a non-planar tetrahedral. That means in this case, these two rings are perpendicular each other. Okay, we studied in first year optical isomerism in spiro compounds. That means without chiral carbon. These two rings are perpendicular each other. Now, whenever there is a methyl and a hydrogen, there is a methyl and a hydrogen. This one exhibit the optical isomerism without chiral carbon because this one is non-planar compound. These two rings are exist perpendicularly each other. Then there is no symmetry possible. So that's why here this one exhibits the geometrical isomerism. Okay. So similarly, as in the case of the optical isomerism in spiro compounds, this one also exhibit the optical isomerism. Okay, even though it is a tetrahedral. Even though it is a tetrahedral. Okay. Here in this case, this ligand is named as benzoyl estonato. Okay, this is a benzoyl estonato. Its structure is CH3C double bond O, CH double bond, here O minus, here PH. Okay, this is bidentate ligand. Okay, it is a donor atom, it is also donor atom. Benzoyl estonato. Okay, its name is benzoyl estonato. So here the tetrahedral complex compounds, that means very rare complex compounds, here exhibit the optical isomerism. Okay, benzoyl estonato. Okay, and here in this case, this compound name is bis benzoyl acetonato beryllium. Okay, acetonato beryllium. That's it. It is actually here about the beryllium non-planar. Two rings are exist. It is a chelated complex compound. Okay, it's a non-planar, so it exists in two forms. For suppose it is a dextro form, then we have the L form. That is. So this one exhibits the geometric optical isomerism. So here, sorry, the tetra-coordinated complex compounds with square planar geometry, sorry, with tetrahedral geometry do not exhibit the geometrical isomerism, but exhibit the optical isomerism. They are the examples. Okay, and here the ligands must be different. Ligands must be different. Here in this case, donor atoms are same, but here it is unsymmetrical. Here methyl, here it is a phenyl. That is unsymmetrical. For suppose beryllium, oxygen, here oxygen. Okay. So next here CH and CH, double bond CH bond, here CH3 and CH. Okay. There is no bond actually here. Okay, this one. And here oxygen, carbon, CH, carbon, double bond. Okay. Here in this case CH3 and this one CH. Here in this case, this is optically inactive. Optically inactive. Of course, here sp3 hybridization and tetrahedral. But here methyl, here methyl. There is a plane of symmetry possible. There is a plane of symmetry. How? Because that means how it is. Here actually here one cyclic ring. Here one cyclic ring. Here it is a methyl. Here it is a methyl. And another cyclic ring, the methyl and methyl. Now here this one can be cut into two equal halves. Okay, those two equal halves are exactly equal and mirror images. So that's why optically inactive. Even it is a tetrahedral complex compound and non-planar, but there is a symmetry. We can cut this molecule into two equal halves. Okay, because if two rings are perpendicular, here methyl, here methyl. Here in this case methyl and methyl. So take the that means imagine the one plane through this ring. Then it cut into two equal halves, and those two equal halves are the mirror images. Thus it is optically inactive. But here in this case, benzoyl acetonato bidentate ligand. This is also bidentate ligand. This ligand is a acetonato. This ligand is the acetyl acetonato. Symmetrical it is. Okay, but in this case here unsymmetrical. Here methyl, here phenyl. This one cannot be cut into two equal halves. That's why it is optically active. So here tetra-coordinated complex compounds do not exhibit geometric isomerism but exhibit the optical isomerism. Okay, that's it. Now here coming to the sphere planar complex compound. So generally planar compounds do not exhibit the optical isomerism. The compound must be non-planar. That's why we are studying the optical isomerism with respect to chiral carbon. That chiral carbon must be sp3 hybridized, and that must be attached to the four different groups. Here square planar. Square planar means here for suppose metal, here ligand 1, here ligand 2, here ligand 3, here ligand 4. Okay, square planar complex compound. This is the planar one. So here this planar one exhibit geometric isomerism but not optical isomerism. Okay. For suppose here in this case, this L1 and L1, it is a cis isomer. Okay. For suppose this is L3, it is a L1. L1 opposite side, so it is a trans isomer. So like this here, in square planar complex compound, we can say geometric isomerism, cis and trans. Okay. Here, for suppose, these two are the similar ligands. Here, these two are the similar ligands. Here L1, here L2. Here L and L, similar ligands opposite side, so trans isomer. If similar ligands same side, that is cis isomer. Okay. So anyway, tetra-coordinated complex compound with square planar geometry exhibit geometrical isomerism but not optical isomerism because it is a planar compound, can be cut into two equal halves. Okay, can be cut into two equal halves. Okay. Generally, we are studying alkenes do not exhibit the optical isomerism because those are the planar compounds. Okay. So square planar compound exhibit the geometric isomerism but not optical. Tetrahedral complex compounds do not exhibit the geometric isomerism but exhibit the optical isomerism. Okay. So to tetrahedral complex compound to exhibit the optical isomerism, those ligands must be different. Okay, that's it. Or in this case, the bidentate ligand is the bidentate ligand. That bidentate ligand must be unsymmetrical. Okay, this ligand is a symmetrical. Its structure is CH3C O minus double bond CH, C double bond O, CH. This is a symmetrical action. Okay, that's it. So write down. Yeah. So next coordination number 6. Okay, this one has a only one type of geometry, that is the octahedral. Octahedral. Okay, this octahedral complex compounds exhibit both geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, both geometric isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, so first of all, okay, so tetrahedral complex compounds do not exhibit the geometrical isomerism, and the square planar complex compounds exhibit the geometrical isomerism. Okay, so here square planar complex compounds, let us discuss. Okay, so here this one, metal, first ligand, second ligand, third ligand, and fourth ligand. Okay, the square planar complex compound. Here in this case, what are the cis positions? 1 comma 2 is a cis position. Okay, 2 comma 3 is a cis position. 1 comma 4 is a cis position. 3 comma 4 are the cis positions. Okay, here 1 2 same side cis, 2 3 same side cis, 3 4 same side cis, and 1 4 same side cis. Now next, trans, 1 3 trans, 2 4 trans. Okay, 1 3 trans and 2 4 trans. Okay, that's it. Now here MA4, MA3B, okay, MA4, MA3B do not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay, why? Because we cannot give the cis and trans naming for this one. Okay, we cannot give. This type of complex compounds do not exhibit geometrical isomerism because all are the same. Here 3 are similar and 1 is different. So generally you know that here hydrogen, this is chlorine hydrogen. This one do not exhibit the geometrical isomerism because both are the hydrogen. So like that, here these complex compounds do not exhibit the geometrical isomerism. Now, so which type of complex compounds are exhibit geometrical isomerism? Ma2B2. Okay, Ma2B2. That means here M, A, here A. This one is the B. This one is the B. Okay. So actually here let us discuss one example. The example is PtCl2 NH3 twice. PtCl2 NH3 twice. Okay. It is a square planar complex compound. It is square planar complex compound. So here in this case, we can write this structure as Cl, Cl. This is NH3 and this is NH3. Okay. So it is a cis isomer because both are same side cis. So here platinum, Cl and this Cl, NH3 here, NH3. Ammonium trans, Cl, Cl trans. Okay. So actually here this is known as a cisplatin. This is known as a trans isomer, transplatin. Okay. Here this one used as anti-cancer. Okay, cancer treatment low. This is used in a cancer treatment. Cis isomer is the anti-cancer, not a trans isomer. Okay, remember this. That's this Ma2B2. And next here Ma2BC. Ma2BC. Now see this one. Ma2BC. Here in this case, at least 2 are same. That means here M, A, here A. This is B and C. It is cis isomer because A on the same side. Next M, A. Here B and C. It is trans isomer. Okay, it is a general formula. It is a monodentate ligand. It is a monodentate ligand. Here monodentate ligand. That's it. And next one is a very important point, M, A, B, C, D. Okay, this complex compound. For suppose example, M, A, B, C, D. Example is here in this case. I'm taking one example. That is nickel. Yes, platinum, chlorine, bromine, NH3, and H2O. Okay, it is square planar complex compound. Platinum. Square planar complex compound. Now, platinum, chlorine, bromine, NH3, here H2O. How this one exhibits the geometric isomerism? So actually here, then Cl fix చేస్తాం. Okay, fix the chlorine ligand. So PtCl, this one bromine, this one H2O, this one NH3. That means here chlorine H2O trans, chlorine bromine trans. Now next one, chlorine, this one NH3, here H2O, here this is Pr. Here in this case, chlorine and ammonia cis, chlorine ammonia trans. Here in this case, with respect to chlorine, remaining all three ligands are in trans position. That's why we are getting the three isomers. Okay, we are getting three isomers. It's very important. This complex compound has three stereoisomers. This complex compound have three stereoisomers. MEBCD type complex compounds have the three stereoisomers. Okay, that's it. MEBCD. Now, MAB twice. MAB twice. MAB twice means here that AB is a bidentate ligand. Okay, unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Here example is glycinato. Example is glycinato. You know that the glycine, here CH2, C double bond O minus. It is a bidentate. Here donor atom, here donor atom. Okay. So here in this case, the glycinato, here I am writing PT GLY twice. Okay, platinum plus 2. Okay, glycinato, because this one carries a -1 charge. So here in this case, PT, here nitrogen is the donor, NH2 and CH2 and C double bond O, here O minus, that's it. Okay, and next here NH2, here oxygen, CH2, C double bond. Okay, na? This one is a square planar complex compound. This one is a square planar complex compound. Here, this one is a cis, nitrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, oxygen atoms. Okay, cis isomer. Okay, the cis isomer. Next here, what about the trans? Here, nitrogen, oxygen. This NH2, CH2C, double bond O. Here, oxygen, CH2C, double bond. Sorry. C double bond O. Here CH2, here NH2. Here in this case, trans. This is trans isomer. Nitrogen, nitrogen trans, oxygen, oxygen trans. Okay. So this one also exhibit the geometrical isomer. MAB twice. MAB twice. And next here, one more complex compound, that is MAA twice. This one also do not exhibit because similar donor atoms. Here in this case, different donor atoms. Okay, different donor atoms. So it can exhibit the geometrical isomerism. This one cannot exhibit the geometrical isomerism. That means here, for suppose here nitrogen, we cannot decide there is a cis isomer or trans isomer. Here donor atoms different. That's why you are saying the cis and trans isomer. For suppose for this type of complex compound, Example is CO, that is one example, platinum in twice plus 2. This one do not exhibit geometry because donor atoms are the same. In ethylene diamine is a symmetrical bidentate ligand. Glycinate unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Okay, so that's it. So that is a geometrical isomerism in complex compounds having square planar geometry. Okay, so write down this. Okay, this is one more example. This one is a here. It is a bridged compound. That means polynuclear complex compound. Okay, having two metal atoms, platinum. So here in this case, this one has planar geometry because all atoms are present in the same plane. Because here about the platinum as dsp2 hybridization, dsp2 hybridization. That's a planar totally. Okay. So here in this case, yeah, this chlorine same side. Okay. So that is a cis isomer. This chlorine opposite side, trans isomer. Okay. Here cis isomer, it is trans isomer. Okay, that's it. So that is a geometrical isomerism in square planar complex compounds. Okay. So next, coming to the octahedral complex compounds. Okay, octahedral complex compounds. Okay, so octahedral complex compounds. Here, both we will discuss both geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism in octahedral complex compounds. Okay, so here it is a first ligand, second ligand, okay, third ligand, fourth ligand. And next, fifth ligand, it is a sixth ligand. It is octahedral. It is octahedral. Okay. Now, in this octahedral geometry, so what is the cis isomer and what is the trans isomer? If ligands are on the similar side, cis isomer, opposite side, trans isomer. Okay. Yes, cis means here 1-2 position cis, 1-2 position cis. Next, 2-3 position cis, 3-4 position cis. Okay, because these two are adjacent, these two are adjacent, these two are adjacent, and these two are also adjacent. 1-4. Okay, cis. Next, there 1-5. This one also considered as a cis. Okay, next 2-5. Next 3-5 and 4-5. This one also considered as a cis. Now 1-6, 2-6, 3-6, 4-6. This one also 1-6, 2-6, 3-6 and 4-6. Okay, these are also cis isomers. So now here in octahedral complex compound, here we have 12 cis isomer, 12 cis isomers. Now coming to the trans isomers. Okay, coming to the trans isomer. Okay, trans isomer. Trans isomer means here 1-3 is a trans, 2-4 is a trans, and additionally 5-6 is also trans. Okay, 1, 3, 2, 4 and 5, 6. Okay, that means here 3 are the trans isomers. 3 are the trans isomers. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let us discuss one by one. Okay, here first of all, I am writing this complex compound. Ma6 do not exhibit the geometric isomer. Ma6 because all ligands are the same, so that do not exhibit geometrical isomer. And Ma5b, this one no geometrical isomerism as well as no optical isomerism. No geometric isomerism and no optical isomerism. Okay. Here next, let us discuss one simple example, that is Ma4. Okay, Ma4 B2 type complex compound. Ma4 B2 type complex compound. Here Ma4 B2 type means here here I am writing one example, CO NH3 4 times and Cl2 and plus 1. Okay, of course our coordination sphere having positive charge. So let us discuss the geometrical isomerism in this complex compound as well as optical isomerism. Okay, so here the CO in this case NH3, this one NH3, NH3, here NH3. Okay, square planar. So here in this case remaining chlorine and chlorine. Here it is a trans isomer. It is a trans isomer because chlorine chlorine trans. Of course here all these are same. Next CO, this one Cl NH3 A ఒకటే ఒక పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే ఫర్ సపోజ్ Cl ఎలా రాద్దాం, this is NH3, this NH3 and this one NH3 and this one NH3. Here in this case again NH3 NH3 cis, NH3 NH3 cis, okay, and Cl Cl trans. Already in this isomer chlorine chlorine in trans position and all ammonia are in cis position as well as trans position. These two are cis position, these two are trans position. These two are trans position. Okay, these two cis, these two cis, these two cis isomers. Now in this case these two cis and these two cis isomers. Okay, now this one also cis isomer and these two are trans, these two are trans and these two are the trans. So chlorine chlorine trans, here chlorine chlorine trans, ammonia ammonia cis as well as in trans position. This ligand also has cis position and trans position. That's it. So here these two are equal, these two are equal, because it is a trans isomer with respect to chlorine chlorine and cis and trans with respect to ammonia in both cases. So that's why it's not, it should not be counted as a one geometrical isomer. Okay, same. Next CO, here Cl, here Cl, in this case NH3, NH3, this is NH3. Okay, here in this case cis chlorine chlorine cis position, chlorine chlorine cis position. So it is a cis isomer. Okay, that is a cis isomer. Okay, yeah. Here in this case another isomer also possible. Here chlorine chlorine, this is ammonia, this is ammonia, this one ammonia, this one ammonia. Okay, here in this case again chlorine chlorine cis, here chlorine chlorine cis, here ammonia ammonia trans, here ammonia ammonia trans, here this ammonia cis, this ammonia cis. That means here ammonia ligands are in cis position as well as trans position, and especially this two chlorine cis position, these two chlorines are cis position. So it is also cis isomer, and these two are equal. Okay, that's it. Okay, so it has only two geometrical isomers. It has only two geometrical isomers. Now coming to the optical isomerism, which is optically active. So which one exhibit the optical isomerism? Okay, which one exhibit the optical isomerism? Now, if any molecule does not contain plane of symmetry, it is optically active. Okay, we studied in a first year chemistry, that is stereoisomerism. If any molecule does not contain plane of symmetry, then it is optically active. Then exists in two forms, dextro as well as levo. Every optically active compound exhibit, that means exist in two forms, that is dextro and as well as levo. Okay, dextro as well as levo. Here it is a trans isomer, cis isomer. Now this compound has a plane of symmetry. Just imagine like this. It can be cut into two equal halves. So optically inactive. This is optically inactive. Now coming to this one also optically inactive. Cut the molecule like this. Okay, this plane contains fluorine, cobalt, ammonia. That means there is a diagonal plane of symmetry. Then ammonia equal ups. Okay, ammonia equal ups. So here you can see like this. You can see here like this. Yeah. Our formula, the very tremendous result this formula shows. So MSET 6th rank, it's a very top rank. Okay. అసలు అర్స వాడు ఏమన్నాడంటే ఎంసెట్ ఎందుకు సార్ మాకు అడ్వాన్స్కి టైం చాలా తక్కువ ఉంది, మేము ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వలేము, టైం వేస్ట్ అయిపోద్ది అన్నాడు. కానీ వాడు రాస్తే 6th ర్యాంక్ వచ్చింది. అంటే రాయనన్నప్పుడు మన వాళ్ళందరూ మళ్ళీ అన్ని మోటివేట్ చేశారు. మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఏం రాయలేదు, బట్ వాడిని మనం చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే వాడికి ఏం ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాయని అవసరం లేదు, బట్ ఆ టైంలో ఆ 3 hours టైంలో కంప్లీట్ ఫోకస్ ఇది. సో కంప్లీట్ ఫోకస్తో చేస్తే ఇది వస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఎంసెట్కి వాడు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయని అవసరం లేదు, ఎందుకంటే వాడికి అన్ని పాయింట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు కాబట్టి బేసిక్ పాయింట్స్ వస్తాయి కదా ఎంసెట్లో. సో అన్ని బేసిక్ పాయింట్స్ వస్తాయి కాబట్టి సో నీకు అన్ని తెలిసి ఉంటున్నాయి. సో కంప్లీట్గా ఫోకస్ పెట్టి అక్కడ చేస్తే ఏంటంటే ఎంసెట్ అనేది టైం మేనేజ్మెంట్. 180 bits, సారీ 160 bits చేయాలి వాడు, ఇది 3 hours. ఇప్పుడు మనం మెయిన్స్ ఎన్ని చేస్తాం, 3 hours 75 చేస్తాం. సో ఆల్మోస్ట్ 50% మళ్ళీ ఎక్కువ. సో డబుల్ బిట్స్ చేయాలి 3 hours. సో వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్, జస్ట్ టైం మేనేజ్మెంట్. అయినప్పటికీ వాడికి ఎంసెట్లో 155 మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి. ఓకే, 60కి 155. సో వాడు ఎంత అక్యురసీతో చేశాడు ప్లస్ ఎంత స్పీడ్గా చేశాడు అన్నది డిపెండ్ అయింది. ఓకే, సో వాడు రాయని చెప్పాడు, బట్ 6th ఎంసెట్ ర్యాంక్ ఎంత హైలైట్ అయింది, చాలా న్యూస్ పేపర్లో వచ్చింది, సాక్షి మీడియాలో వచ్చింది, టీవీలో. ఓకే, అదే. సో గుడ్ రిజల్ట్ మేక్స్ బిగ్ సౌండ్. సో యు ఆర్ ఆల్సో గెటింగ్ రెడీ టు క్రియేట్ ద బిగ్ సౌండ్. ఓకే, సో దేనికైనా ఉండాలి స్ట్రాంగ్ డిటర్మినేషన్. That's it. So here it is a S. This is the chlorine. This is the chlorine and chlorine, ammonia, and ammonia. Okay, we have to cut the molecule like this. Okay, ఇలా కట్ చేస్తే here ammonia equal halves అయిపోతుంది, 2 equal halves. Through this imaginary plane, chlorine, cobalt, ammonia. Okay, this one also optically inactive. This one also optically inactive. So here this complex compounds has only 2 stereoisomers. Okay, very important point. This complex compound has 2 stereoisomers, no optical isomers, just geometrical isomers. Okay, just geometrical isomers. Okay, that's it. So next here that one more complex compound Ma4Bc, Ma4Bc. This one also same. Two geometrical isomers, no optical isomers. Cis and trans. Okay. So let us write the complex. M A. Here BC are trans. Okay, BC are the trans. Now M B C here A. This one. This one is a cis isomer because B and C are in 1 and 6 position. So that side is a cis isomer. Now here again can be cut into two equal halves. This also can be cut into two equal halves. So optically inactive. That's why no geometry isomers. This complex compound also has a two stereoisomers. It means just only two geometrical isomers. Okay. Next one. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss the remaining topic. Okay. So by the tomorrow class we shall complete the stereoisomer. Okay. Thank you.